Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Market Pulse for the sectoral indices. My name is Ajit Mauli, the founder and mentor at LearnPriceActionTrading.com. Let's take a look at some of the important indices. What are they likely to do in this week starting 16th August 2021 to 22 August 2021? Please go through this disclaimer. MarketWise Solutions LLP, the legal entity of LPAT, is not a SEBI-registered entity, advisor, analyst. The session is purely for informational purpose to create awareness in the general public and does not constitute a recommendation or advice. All the views expressed are personal. MarketWise Solutions LLP, LPAT, does not bear any liability for the same. All right, let's go ahead with our first sector, that is IT. All-time high, uh, strong bullish run, strong momentum, no pullbacks on the monthly chart. So this index is getting overextended. So be cautious about initiating new long positions. You can do, of course, your short-term trades, but swing positions will need to wait. The next demand zone for the sectoral indices on the monthly chart is all the way here. Uh, that's where we are. So a strong uptrend. We'll have to wait for pullback. Now this is very far the pullback, but we don't know. At least this month candle, we need to see how it closes. Right now, it is very strong and bullish. So bullish bias, but we need to wait for pullbacks. This is the weekly chart, continuous for 5 weeks of up move. We are seeing some consolidation and profit booking probably here, but you never know. The remainder of the week, this might just go up again since the momentum is so strong. So bullish bias, but wait for pullbacks on the weekly chart all the way up to this point. This is where you can initiate swing positions based on the weekly chart. The trend will remain intact and a very strong sector. No shorting allowed since there is no supply zone. On the daily chart, the prices have been moving up very in a narrow range. If you see, though they are making higher highs and higher lows, they are making very narrow range candles. So this area, whole area, does not have any significant demand. Okay, so the next demand zone on the daily chart, which is a very nice demand zone, is all the way here. Let's say I can mark it up to this point. So that's the demand zone. If we break and close below this demand zone, we would probably be heading towards 29. 500. That's a weekly demand zone since this is all a weaker demand. So on the break of this, avoid initiating long positions because you will get better prices at this area. No shorts allowed still because this is just one day of consolidation that has happened on Nifty IT after 2 days of strong up move. That is Thursday, Friday. So avoid shorts. Shorts are only based on confirmation. On a smaller time frame, if I just have to just let me change the color. All right, so that's the demand zone. So if you see on the 75-minute charts, we are probably slowly moving down. So it'll not be a change in the trend or an uptrend. It's just a pullback to initiate new long positions, short-term income longs at this. So wait for a pullback to initiate long positions right now. Don't chase the IT stocks. They're all overextended pretty much. Okay, but bullish bias, new positions can be initiated at this at about 31,800 to 900. CNX Pharma. Now this sector has so similar like this was also trending up if you see, and suddenly we saw bearish pressure coming in on this index after breaking the all-time high on the monthly chart. Um, we could not sustain the pharma's index could not sustain the gains and it started selling off. Next demand zone on the monthly chart to be a buyer in pharma is at around 12,400. That's the area of demand where you can be swing buyers or cash buyers in the pharma index. Right now, it looks like it could pull back a little bit more based on the monthly chart. Uh, Shorting we'll see on a smaller time frame if we have any permission to short the pharma stocks. On the weekly, if you see, that's the price action suggesting us. We were consolidating in this area. Prices consolidated, moved out, came back, retraced, then could not move out much higher. So we had a new high, but it did not sustain, started selling off. So this has now become a very weak demand zone. There could be some hold for price at these areas on the weekly chart, based on how we have lower time frame demand zones on the daily. But this is low on the curve, so we cannot really short at this point. Shorts can be initiated only once we break this, or in this area. This could be forming a supply zone here at this area, because we have a very strong close for last week on the pharma index. So bearish bias, but wait for pullbacks to go short. Confirmation longs are allowed to be taken in this range. So this is the range for this week. If we break this range, the new range will be from here till here. But till we don't break this, we could look at some confirmation to go long up to, let's say, about 14,450 levels. All right. So range bound movement, but bearish on a smaller time frame. Short term income trend is bearish, so be careful about initiating new long positions. So when I come back to the daily chart, that is where this is where the controlling demand zone is for the pharma index. This will, once we break this, we could see a bigger move down. There is really no great demand zone in these areas. The weekly supplies, weekly demand zone that we saw, the next best demand zone is at this point. So once we break this, once we break 13,600, uh, after that, when we come for a pullback, probably this could be the area where we can initiate new shots for a target of 12,700. But right now, nothing doing. Longs will have to wait for confirmation. Shorts are valid only at these areas of supply, at the other end of the spectrum on the daily chart. So bearish bias, strong fall, equal strong reaction, but all gains given up. So a lot of sellers are active in these areas. So be cautious. Don't sell here, because if you see this, there has been a very strong up move that has in the past in this price range. So let it come to an area about 550, 14,550 to 14,600. That's where good shots can be initiated. This is the area where, based on confirmation, maybe once we move up beyond 14,100, we can initiate long positions to target this. But those will be very short-term income longs, location-wise perfect, but trend-wise maybe a little weaker. Let's get to the next index, that is the PSU Bank index. Uh, let's start with the monthly. So that's a monthly supply that I showed you last time, that it is still holding this monthly supply here. We had a very strong fall, prices retraced to that supply zone, and we are unable to break that supply zone. So there'll be short-term income pressure on the PSU index. Good new positions could be initiated in these areas, or the best demand zone to initiate long positions for the PSU index is here, I would say. So that's the area. So around 2000, 2050, that is the area of demand zone on the monthly chart where you can initiate. So it's, if you see, these are the two boundaries for the index on the monthly chart. We are right now at high end of the curve. So confirmation selling is advisable. Initiating long positions will only be valid for short-term income or intraday or trades. Swing positions need to wait, or we need to just break this and then initiate new swing positions. So right now, high on the curve, PSU Bank Index. So longs will be very, very aggressive. Avoid getting longs at these areas. If you see, prices are showing a turning point here. So once we have some confirmation, let's say on the daily chart, we'll take a look. We can initiate new short positions. Longs right now only within these areas of demand zone. That's where we had a very nice up move. Prices retraced, but we failed to go beyond this as of now. Unless we go beyond this, this index will not start a bullish trend. But if we come down here at these areas, that's a drop base rally where we can initiate new long positions to at least target 2600. But that's from a swing point of view. Daily chart, if you see, now we are trending down. We are trending down nicely. That's the area of demand zone, which probably will still hold PSU Bank Index. So it can remain range bound between this demand zone and this supply zone here. That's the area of supply zone. So if I have to mark this correctly, that's the supply area. So this is the range for the PSU bank index. We have now hit, we are turning from the upper end, making a new low. Probably we might move down a little bit more, hit this demand zone, and then we probably have a turnaround on the daily chart. So the daily is a range bound trading. Right now, no trade setups. Should be initiated. Wait for long positions when this index comes here, which will be, of course, short-term income longs based on the daily chart, and those will be your targets, right? So it's still a bearish index, but if you want to initiate short positions, valid only at around 2500 right now, because we are very low on the curve, or we break this daily demand zone, then new short positions could be initiated here for a higher target, let's say about 2000, the weekly demand zone that we are looking at. So bearish stock right now, wait for more confirmations when we reach this area to go long and target this. If you go up again here, you can initiate confirmation shorts to retarget this, because this stock is ranging on the daily time frame. Energy index. So last time we spoke that the energy index is getting a little stronger. So if you see, this was the demand zone that we had identified on the weekly chart. So that is a demand zone that is holding up. Prices are moving on the weekly chart. Let me just remove everything and show you again. Yeah, so that's the area of demand zone from where it is moving up. But be cautious, most of the indices are overextended. Probably there are smaller time frame supplies here on the weekly and daily, which could hold and could turn prices. Swing long positions can again be initiated at this area on the monthly chart. That's a very good demand zone from where we broke the prior tops and gave a new high. So this is where, so we have a level on top of level scenario on the monthly. So prices could, if this supply on a smaller time frame holds, prices could come down here and then turn. So we'll have to wait for some more confirmation once price comes here. So bullish bias, but wait for pullbacks. On the weekly chart, that's what we have. We moved out of this area of demand zone on the weekly. That's a rally-based rally where we got a new high. Prices came back to that area, but remember, we have broken one area of demand. So the trend has shifted to sideways. And probably this can move up again further all the way up to this area of supply on the weekly. A lot of energy stocks are getting stronger. So this could move all the way up to this. So if you're holding any of the energy stocks like a Reliance or an ONGC or a BPCL or IOC, ISU had good up moves today, then you can hold on to those stocks till we reach about, let's say, 20,300. So another 300, 400 points is possible as based on the weekly chart, but the daily will confirm it. But still a bullish bias, nicely trending up on the weekly and monthly charts. That's where we are on the daily chart. Now that is the area where probably price will go and possibly turn. It could also remain range bound between 20,400 to 18,800. Right now we are moving from the bottom to up, so bullish bias, but we are at an area of supply. So let that supply break, because if this supply holds, then we could again further move down lower to the old area. So right now no bullish positions to be initiated till either we break this or we fall back to, let's say, 19,000. Then you can initiate new long positions. But bullish bias, wait for pullbacks to go long on the energy index. So that's where we are on the 75-minute. This is the area from where the entire fall started after breaking the key areas of demand here. So let me just show you that supply zone. This is that supply zone. So this is supply zone. After falling from here, we have retested, but the trend has shifted. So bullish bias on the energy index. And if you want to initiate long positions, uh, that's the area where you can initiate short-term income or intraday longs on some of the energy stocks. So time it with timely, let's say like a Reliance will come to that demand zone, or an ONGC or an IOC might come to that demand zone where you can initiate new longs again and retarget this. There's a possibility it could remain range bound. So bullish bias right now, but short-term income, it could shift down. Longs to be initiated around 19,350. That's what we have on energy index. Let's go to the FMCG index. FMCG index is a stronger index this week after having a good pullback on the weekly chart. We started moving up. So monthly on the monthly chart, a bullish bias, all-time highs, but again pretty overextended. New long positions to be initiated, swing long positions at around this area, that is 31,000. But again, that's a big fall. This is more of cash investments. At that area, you can look at some good stocks like an HUL or a Dabur or a Marico to go long. But right now, a strong momentum to the upside. Weekly, if you see, after we broke the prior top, okay, sorry about that. So after we broke this prior top, we again pulled back and went up. But now if you see, the moves are getting very, very sluggish and the momentum is dying. So protect your long profits. New longs can only be intraday or short-term income trades. Shorts are not allowed still because this index is an all-time high index and no supply. Wait for new supply zones to be formed before you initiate short positions. Right now, to initiate long positions, that's the area on the weekly chart where you can initiate long positions. Nothing at this current price right now. Okay, the momentum is dying, so wait for a pullback to initiate long positions on some of the FMCG stocks. That's what we have. So if you see on the daily chart, we have been seeing selling pressure. We moved out of this area of demand zone and again punched a new high, but we are seeing rejections. Best areas to long are here. Once we start moving down, probably below 36,400, we can look at initiating confirmation shorts. Those shorts will be intraday or short-term income shorts, no swing shorts. The shorts we are going to play is only a pullback to a good demand zone before we can have new longs. So trending up, no shorts allowed, new long positions only allowed in these areas. That's 36,000 to this. This will be short-term income longs like a intraday or a day, a few days trade. You can also trade these areas for your intraday trading. When if the stock pulls here, you can initiate new long positions and have a good 2:1 or 3:1 intraday positions. But some swing positions only at around 36,000 right now, not before that. So bullish bias, but wait for pullbacks. Overextended, no shorting allowed. Financials, the financial finance index is again trending up, all-time high, close to all-time high. Nifty, bank Nifty could not move, but this finance index is moving up pretty nicely, probably driven more by HDFC Bank, HDFC, not HDFC Bank. That's an all-time high. Wait for the all-time high to be breached. Probably we could have a rally base, rally pullback, initiate new long only once it happens. But right now, for long swing longs, that's the area of demand zone around 15,900. We are still far from that. New demand zones are likely to form here once we have a strong closure this week. And if we dip down here, short-term income longs are allowed. We'll see on the daily chart. On the daily, we went up, gave a new high, broke all this, consolidated, and again moving up. There's a lot of room. No, not really a lot of room because that's the supply that we have hit. So a lot of indices have hit good supply zones. So be cautious on swing longs right now. Don't be in a hurry to initiate swing long positions. This is an area of supply, very extended retail pricing area, no longs allowed. If you were long, this is the time to book profits. Shorting based on confirmation. Once we start coming down, then you can short and target this area on the daily. That's the area that is holding up on the daily, about 16,140, let's say. So the range is 17,400 to 16,150 or 200. So that's the range right now. We are at the upper end. No longs allowed. Profit booking is advisable, or at least make sure that you trail it. And once we break this area of demand here on the 75-minute chart, this area of demand is broken. That is 17,050, 17,090. So once we break 17,000 here, you could initiate short positions on pullbacks on smaller time frames in some of the finance stocks. To target, first target will be 16,700, second target will be about 16,300. So good RR once this is broken, but till then, nothing doing. no new trade setups to be initiated unless you have good quality shorts on some of the stocks which make up the CNX Finance. CNX Auto, a bearish index, unable to break the supply zones. That's a monthly supply zone that it is trading in right now. Strong supply. Now, this is one of the indices which has not given an all-time high. Most of the other indices, prominent indices like Bank Nifty, Pharma, IT, Energy, FMCG, they have all given new highs, even small cap, mid cap. This is one of the indices which has still not given new high. There is a lot of room for it to move up, but it's since we are in retail pricing area, that is, we have hit a monthly supply zone and moving down. No longs should be initiated till the point we reach about 9461. That is the area where short-term income longs could be initiated. That will become the range, the weekly range for the monthly range. So we are at the higher end. Wait for pullbacks to this based on new demand zones, then you can initiate longs. Right now, it is very, very uh, high priced, so longs not really good on swing perspective, but short-term income longs allowed. That is the area where good cash longs can be initiated. Probably we could come here, fill in orders, and then go ahead and give a new high. So very beautiful reward to risk ratio. Once we come to about between 8,500 to 8,000 will be good area for us to be buyers in cash. That is what we had on the monthly. The weekly, if you see range bound between the monthly supply and the monthly demand, it is ranging. We went up, came down, moved up again, but could not break this rally based drop. Supply started moving down. Now we are getting lower in the curve. So confirmation longs, but no shorts allowed. Longs only once we come inside this area. And for shorting, wait for a pullback. Those pullbacks can happen up to this point. So that is the area that is controlling Nifty Auto stocks. So once we reach here, you can initiate new short positions. If we continue falling down, probably new areas of supply that get formed here can be used to short all the way up to this. And once we come to this controlling demand zone on the daily chart, that's where long positions can be initiated in Nifty Auto, which will which will be at the bottom end of the range, and we can target this supply for longs. But right now, short bias. Look at supply zones to short, and good profit margins available in shorts for the Nifty index. So that is the area of supply which is holding up on the 75-minute chart. So if we come again here without moving down further, new shorts could be initiated. And first target for short-term income will be 10,000, and the next target will be somewhere close to 9,700, 9,600. Bearish bias on the auto stocks. Look for weaker stocks to short. The infrastructure sector is again a bullish sector. Last 2 months, a good bullish up move, but it has been relentlessly moving up from this area, nearly doubled from that point. But we are heading to a monthly area of supply zone on the Nifty infra. So there are still aggressive long positions available till we hit this point, but they'll be very, very aggressive, and I would not advise you to look at it. Instead, let it go up, hit that supply, start coming down. You can initiate new short positions, short-term income shorts, but that's the monthly boundary we have for infra stocks. And the best demand zone, okay, the best demand zone for us to be buyer in this sector is here from higher swing positional perspective. That is the area from where we broke out of all that range. We broke out this multi-year range, we broke out. So in fact, here also we can have some good demand zones on the smaller time frame chart. So right now, very elevated. Protect your profits, trail your profits. Shorts based on confirmation, longs only when we come low on the curve. So that's the daily chart. We made an attempt to go beyond last week's high, but on the daily chart, when I show you as I go here, unable to see anything on the daily chart. So there is this is the supply zone on the monthly, and even if you take a look at the weekly, that's a supply zone where we probably would head to, but there's a very small room available now. It will be chasing more rather than going long. On the weekly, this is the area of demand zone where you can create new long positions. So that's a range bound range for the weekly. 4700 to 4200 is the range. Once we come closer to 400, we should be buyers. 4700, we should be sellers on the weekly chart. Daily, again, sluggish move after strong moves. Be careful about longs, protect your profits. New longs only once we reach the demand zone. So every time it is giving a new high, if you see the momentum weakens, it pulls back and then gives a new low. So that could also happen once we break this 4500 bearish bias all the way up to, let's say, 4300 to 4400. So bullish index, but overextended. Avoid longs right now. Can initiate shorts based on confirmation in the infra sector. Media, again, a bearish sector after hitting the monthly supply zone here. If you see, that's a monthly supply zone where sellers are more active, and that's why price is not been able to move beyond those areas on the monthly chart. So this one is a pretty bearish index. So it could eventually drop all the way to this area. That's about 1475. So we are currently at 1690, 1685. So another 150 odd points, 100 fall can be expected based on the monthly chart. That's the range for Nifty Media on the monthly. On the weekly, though it was a trending stock, now the trend seems to be weakening after hitting this prior the supply zone here. And it could probably move all the way up to 60 minutes, so another 70, 80 points. Longs in these areas of demand zones are only on confirmation. Shorts not allowed since the short move is nearly at the end. New long only in these areas of demand zone. So right now negative bias, but depending on supply zones and your trade type, you can initiate short positions in some of the media stocks. Realty, again an all-time punched a new high, broke that supply. So this one sector is really doing well, and probably you should wait for a pullback since there is a lot of profit margin for this sector. Okay, so if you see, this has all the way to, that's a monthly supply. Once this supply is breached, that's the next set of supply at about 530. So if we pull back to good areas of demand, let's say this is a very nice area, RBR, which has broken. The origin of this entire move starts at this point. So that's the monthly demand zone on, we have level on top of scenario right now, high on the curve, confirmation shots possible, but longs only once we come closer to 345. But yes, it's trending up, shifting the trend after a multi-year bottom that it has. So from example, 2011 to 2021, and now it has finally broken. So this is a bullish sector, but you wait for pullbacks to initiate long positions at the monthly demand zones. We'll fine tune them on the weekly. That's the demand zone that I'm looking at, uh, where you can initiate new long. So it's the origin of the level is here. So that's the whole area where new long positions can be initiated. We are moving down. So aggressive counter trend shorts are possible, but that depends on your risk management plan whether you want to do it. So bullish bias at these areas of demand zone where, so this index is pulling back. So don't try to get into aggressive setups right now. You will get good stocks at cheaper prices. So that's what I see on the daily chart for realty index. uh, we are now, after giving a new high, breaking that supply, we pulled down, broke this demand area. So if we pull back again to 416, aggressive shorts can be initiated for short-term income, but longs will wait till this area of demand zone on the daily, that is 358. And on the 75-minute chart, if you see, the trend has weakened for realty after pulling back. It could not break the supply and is moving down. That will be very, very good area for us to do some short-term income bearish trades and target this area of demand. So that's a range, short-term income range for realty index. We are in the middle of the curve, so avoid anything right now. Wait for a pullback to this for shorting or a pullback to this for going long. All this demand is has reduced, so don't use it. Small cap index, again an all-time high index, but now you have to be careful about the small cap and mid caps. The reason being that uh, this index after giving a life high is failing. So if you see Nifty is giving new highs and there is a lot of selling that has started on the small cap index. So we are also very overextended on the monthly chart for small cap index. So prices could retrace back. Don't be in a hurry to buy some of the small cap stocks. And if you are holding some small cap stocks which are in good profits, look at their charts. And if they are also exhibiting similar thing, either trail your stop losses or partial profit or full profit booking is not a bad idea. Protecting profits when markets are elevated is the key to grow your wealth and income. So that's a monthly demand zone. So but there is a good chance small cap index could pull all the way up to 8625. That's about 10-15% fall. But they do fall like that and move up like that. So new long positions at 8571 right now. There is no supply on the monthly. We probably might be forming a supply on the weekly here. That's a weekly supply zone. Probably it's created. That's a weekly supply zone. So that we probably have a cap, temporary top for the small cap index, and it could move. So that's a daily range. We have this as a demand zone which held up and gave a new high. Below that, there is an LOTL. So it could pull back all the way up to 9400 at least, the small cap index. So you can initiate long positions here right now. It's not advisable to initiate long positions in some of the small cap stocks, but if trend confirmation has been provided on a smaller time frame like a daily chart, you can initiate short positions. Like for example, this is a good short area for some of the small cap stocks on the daily chart. So that is a supply boundary for small cap, and this is the demand boundary for the small caps. This is not a great demand. I am not going to be a buyer at this area of demand zone, but if I'm short in some of the stocks, I would book out the profits for shorts here. Because on a higher time frame, remember, this index is still trending up. Very weak areas of demand zone. That's why we could go down easily. Now, if we don't move up, we are coming down here, and below 9400 is when you can think about initiating long positions on the small cap index. So that's what we see here. That's a supply zone which is still holding up from where we broke all the consolidation here. We broke it, prices retraced back and are coming down. If we come back here again, aggressive shorts can be initiated, and first target will be this. No longs at these areas, but you can look at this as the first target, and the second target will be the daily demand zone. So bearish bias on small cap, aggressive shorts possible. For wait for a quick pullback to this area, and then good profit margin for some of the small cap stocks. Similar to small cap stocks, mid cap is also behaving the same thing, same way. So if you see all-time high created from here, that's the best area to initiate swing long positions in some of the mid cap stocks, positional swing cash buying here. This will be more confirmation, but no supply zone still on the monthly, weekly. On the weekly, we are seeing a lot of sideways price movement and a big move. So that is like it's getting a little volatile, the index. The short bias, once we close below this area, you can, this demand zone, you can initiate short positions, aggressive short positions in some of the mid cap stocks to have a first target of this, and the second target will be this demand zone, this rally base rally. So a good room for the mid cap stocks to come down, but we need some more confirmation before we can short. Let's see if daily has given us some confirmation. uh, Yes, so if you see, we are making lower lows and unable to now break the prior top. So that is a supply area that has got created on the weekly. where we can initiate short positions on some of the mid cap stocks, and the demand area when I fine tune it on the daily is all the way here. So that's a daily range for you for the mid cap stocks. We are high on the curve, aggressive shorts possible to target this area of demand zone. And if we break this, then we are heading all the way to 24,800 because there's nothing here to hold it. Of course, it will come here, bounce, give a pullback, refill shorts, and then come back to 24,800. So swing and cash positions will wait. We are very high on the curve and elevated right now. Don't be in a hurry to be a buyer in the mid cap stocks. Shorting is allowed. Metal index, again, one way non-stop moving up. Monthly demand, monthly on the monthly we have made a new high, and again today we made a new high. So bullish bias, that's a new area of demand zone, but it is very very high on the curve. So I will use this demand zone for confirmation trading, and cash and swing positions can be initiated at this. Right now I know it is very far, but you never know what news comes out and there's a big sell-off that starts from in the metal index. A correction is due on the metal index. So if you see on the weekly, we consolidated and moved out. So no supply zone on the weekly. New long positions can be initiated around 5,400 for on the weekly chart. So we can initiate longs here and retarget the prior top for the longs. But if we break this, then the long positions only below 4,500, and then we can start looking at short-term income shorts. Once we have a pullback, we can aggressively go short in some of the metal stocks. But right now, most of the metal stocks are bullish, so no shorting allowed. Wait for pullbacks to buy the metal index on the daily. That's your controlling demand zone at about 5,000. There is a good possibility we could reach here, provided there is some bad news comes in and a lot of these stocks start selling off. So avoid getting aggressive long. So basically, all indices are pretty much high on the curve and reacting to higher time frame supply. So longs now are not good. Short-term income intraday DIT longs are possible, but for swing and positional, you'll have to wait for a bigger pullback to, let's say, at least a weekly demand on to go long. Okay, shorts on confirmation. So on a 75-minute chart, if you see every time it goes up, there is sell-off. So here also the same thing is happening. A very elevated demands also. The probability of these demands working is very low. New long positions are here. Intraday positions can be initiated here for a quick bounce 2:1 and then get out of it. But bullish bias, we are waiting for pullback on the metal index. Uh, Nifty private bank. Now this is pretty much similar to bank Nifty. If you see, the only thing is some of these banks are really showing bullishness, but again exactly like bank nifty holding up the prior supply zones, we retraced back to the demand zone and trying to move up a long monthly or a higher time frame charts, bullish bias, but we need to wait for pullbacks since we are still holding up this area of supply zone on the weekly chart. Just like bank nifty, even the private bank is uh, holding up the supply. New longs can be initiated at these areas. So wait for a pullback to initiate new longs in this. We are at the higher end of the range, and this is range bound on the weekly as well. On the daily now, if you see, we are high on the curve for the weekly supply zone. The new shorts could be initiated once we get a confirmation below, let's say, 18,450. The price starts going. Then let wait for a pullback to go shorts and target these areas. But let's say if it doesn't pull back, okay, if it doesn't pull back, it just continues going down here, then we can look at initiating long positions at these areas of demand zone. But right now, bearish bias, wait for confirmations to go short in the private bank sector. So if you see this, that is what is holding the price, but we are unable to move out fast. If there is good demand zone, we should see moves like this. That's not happening. This supply overall is still holding up. It has breached that, but the original supply zone will be on the left. Let me just show it to you. That's the original supply zone from where all the sell orders are getting derived. So bearish bias also on the private bank, but wait for confirmation to go short. Once we break 15,550 on the 75-minute chart, I would say 18,440. Once we break, then bearish bias, new long positions can be initiated provided we have RR. Remember, all these indices are range bound. Very soon you could see a move to the upside or move to the downside, but we'll have to wait for that confirmation. Till then, short at the upper end, go long at the lower end. That's what we have for Nifty Bank. And last is the India VIX. Now, this is not giving comfort. If you see, we are at the low end. Whenever India VIX has risen, the index has fallen drastically. So we have come to that pre-COVID level volatility. So that's why swing longs should be avoided. And Look at protecting and your profits. If we start moving up and this comes all the way to 20, we could have a good 300, 400, or even a 500 point fall on the index. So this is inversely correlated to the index. This moves up, volatility index, Nifty index comes down, and this is not applicable to the stocks. So a lot of rejections on the lower side. There is a good chance that we first might reach 16, and if this holds, the volatility increases, the next level is 21, wherein you could see Nifty coming down to, let's say, 16,000 demands on where we can initiate longs, and this will start dropping down at that point. So India VIX is a little alarming. So be cautious. Don't get aggressive long positions when markets are so high. Wait for pullbacks to go long and wait for confirmations to go short, because most of the indices are trending up. All right. I hope this analysis helps you in your trading decisions. Uh, Next week I might not be able to do the market pulse, so you might not get a video. Not sure, but tentatively it's that. So till then, trade well, trade safe, and be cautious about longs.